Hi folks, and welcome back to the Grumpy Gamer channel. That's it, you guessed it. This is that channel where you get to see this old git talk about modern games. So for today's in-car comments, first bit of news I want to talk about is it's been confirmed that we've got a new state of play for PlayStation tomorrow night. Now it works out at 10 p.m. UK time, so guaranteed I'm going to be watching that, and I'm also going to be doing a video after it giving you my thoughts on it. But I can't say I'm overly excited just yet, because the last state of play was pretty lackluster, to be honest. Apparently there's 15 games. It's going to be over 40 minutes long, the state of play. 15 games are going to be shown. Now, I've got rumoured what they're going to be showing sort of flat screen wise. And what we've got so far is Rise of Ronin. That's going to be shown. Death Stranding 2. Now, that's one I am looking forward to. And to be fair, I think it's the only flat screen game I'm actually excited for. Death Stranding 2. If it's anything like the first, I'm sure it's going to be absolute bonkers, and I'm going to need to play it through a couple of times just to try and figure out what the hell's going on. But I cannot wait for this game. Hopefully it's coming this year. I really do. I'd be absolutely blown away if they show more of it and then they give us a release date. Maybe that's wishful thinking, but I'd be so excited if we did. That would be fantastic. And then the next one we got Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Yeah, I'm not a Final Fantasy person. I don't really like Japanese style games at all. That they've never really been my sort of thing. I remember playing Final Fantasy VII, I think, on the PS1. Was it PS1 or PS2? Might have been PS2. Can't remember, but that was the only Final Fantasy I played. I played it for a couple of hours, didn't like it, and I've never touched any of the others since. To me, it's the art style. I don't like the Japanese art style in games. It's not really for me. That's just my opinion, though. I know they're fantastic games. People absolutely love the Final Fantasy series. And then we've got Sonic Generations Remaster. Yeah, I don't think I'll be touching that one either, to be honest with you. I haven't played Sonic since the 90s, I think. Early 90s. Anyway, another one I'm definitely looking forward to is Silent Hill 2. Without a doubt, I'm looking forward to this. I remember the original Silent Hill games scared the hell out of me when they first came out. Brilliant atmosphere, brilliant sound design. Loved it. So I'm hoping this game's going to be fantastic. So that is another one that I am sort of looking forward to be fair. And then we've got a new Metro game. Now, I have dabbled with the other Metro games, never completed one of them. The one I got the furthest in was Redux, and it looked fantastic on the PS5. But I never finished it. I did get a bit bored, to be fair. And I have to say that the sound quality in that game was pretty shockingly bad. You know, when you got to cutscenes and people were talking, the levels were all over the place. So the background noises were really loud and the voices were so low in the background. It just, yeah, the levels weren't right. That sort of put me off. But I did get bored of it. Now, I have heard it just says that there's a new Metro game. So I don't know whether this is flat screen, because I have heard that there is a new Metro game in VR. I can't remember what they said it was called, but apparently there's a new Metro game in VR. So maybe that's why this one's on the list. And then Judas, don't know anything about that, so I'd have to look into that and see what that's all about. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 7 games. Now, if they're all flat screen games and they say they're showing us 15 games, are the rest going to be VR games? I mean, I really hope so. I hope in this state of play, Sony really smash it out of the park when it comes to the PSVR 2, because God knows it really does need it at the start of this year. You know, I see a lot of people getting very twitchy about the PSVR 2. I mean, there's the same old from Xbox saying, it's got no games. And even Quest players go, the PSVR 2's got no games. It's only got ports. Well, no, it does have its own games. Granted, not that many, but we're only, 11 months in, nearly a year, in its first year. I think the PSVR 2 has done pretty well, to be honest. I've got 30 games. I think I've said before, I only bought it back in June. So what, 6-7 months I've had it, and I've already got 30 games, and I haven't even finished all of them, and there's still loads more coming out. There's more I want to buy. So it's got no games. Yeah, it's a load of old nonsense. But as I've said before as well, Sony could be doing a lot better when it comes to marketing of this thing. You know, it feels like they've sort of put it out there and then just gone get on with it. There you go, just whatever happens, happens. Which is not great, because at the end of the day, it's a fantastic headset. You know, the technology that's inside it with the eye tracking, with the haptics in the headset and in the controllers is fantastic. You know, and for the money, it's fantastic. But I get that a lot of people, you know, I think what puts a lot of people off with it is, one, these rumours it's got no games. Well, all you've got to do is a bit of research. But I think the killer is the fact that it costs more than the actual console. And I think that was a bad idea. Yes, they've got to recoup their costs, but I think that was a bad idea. I think it should have been less. You know, I really do, to get more people on board. And I do think we're possibly going to see, maybe towards the end of this year, maybe they'll do some sort of deal on a PSVR 2 to get more people on board. You know, they really do. They need to do something. Even if they did a sale for one day, get your PSVR 2, it's on sale for one day at 350 quid. They would shift a hell of a lot of headsets. You know, I think they need to do something. Like I say, this state of play is a key opportunity for them to really push it. And if they don't, I think it's going to be a absolute, well, massive letdown. I know I will not be happy if there's hardly anything of the PSVR 2 in this showcase. You may have seen recently that the people that developed, the devs that did Rec Room, now it was on the PSVR 1. Yeah, I played it a couple of times. I played the paintball. It's not my sort of thing. You know, I know a lot of kids play it. I know my daughter plays it. She plays it on the Quest. Not my sort of thing at all. But the devs have said it's just not economically viable to do a PSVR 2 port. In other words, there's not enough people in the player base to warrant putting all the money in to do the port, which is a worrying sign. And this is the problem we've got with devs at the minute, is they're not willing to do a PSVR 2 port or develop solely for the PSVR 2, because there's just not the players yet that are going to buy into these games. It just won't make enough money. That needs to change. And maybe this showcase will help start that change and get more people interested in the PSVR 2. Because for me, if this thing fails, if it ends up going the same way as like the PS Vita, I'll be absolutely gutted, because it's a fantastic headset. I have a lot of fun with it, and I'd be so gutted if it just died a death. I don't think it will, but like I say, Sony really needs to pull their finger out and market this thing. But I don't know. We'll see. So this is why I'm not overly excited. I see people getting excited for the state of play, but let's face it, you know, we're often let down by these state of plays and go, oh God, was that it? I'm hoping that's not the case for this one, but I am keeping my enthusiasm in check. So let me know what you think about this, folks. Whether you're excited for this state of play, what games you think they're going to show. Like I say, that list that I read out was only rumoured to be the games that they're going to be showing. It's not a guarantee. So like I say, let's see what happens. For me, yeah, Silent Hill's interesting. Death Stranding, definitely. And then let's see what they come up on the VR side. Now, keeping with, obviously, VR, just want to let you guys know that if you're a Pavlov player, you know, as you know, I play a bit of Pavlov. There's 2 new maps coming. Not sure when. I've only heard this rumour that a map called Autumn and Carnival are coming. Now, you can find these on YouTube. You can see what these maps look like on YouTube. They're coming soon, but I haven't got an exact date. But as soon as I do know, I'll let you guys know. It will be coming to PSVR 2 and PC first, and then at a later date, it's going to be coming to Pavlov Shack. Now, I think Pavlov Shack is on the Quest. I might be wrong, but those maps will be coming later on to Pavlov Shack. So if you're a Pavlov player, look out for these maps. I know as soon as they drop, I'm going to be jumping straight back into them and see what they're all about. So that's it for today, folks. I hope you have a fantastic day, and until next time, I shall see you guys on the other side. Adios.